Hey everyone, Maria Mitchell here bringing you another face painting tutorial. Now today I want to go through each and every step that I take to face paint a unicorn. So children love this design, boys and girls. You can use it as cheek art design or on their forehead with some swirls and curls around, or even on their arm, wherever they want it. But it's a nice, easy go-to, quick unicorn design for you to practice. So it's step by step. I'm going to go through each and every step in a lot of detail, and hopefully you get to perfect it with me. So grab your brushes and let's get started. So for this step-by-step unicorn face paint, we're going to be using white by Fusion, which I prefer using because it's nice and creamy consistency and it's just a great white on darker colours. Global Colours, this is a split cake called Dublin, and just some Global Colours black split cake there. The brushes I'll be using is a number 6 round brush, which is for the unicorn's face, and also for the line work we're going to be using a number 3 round brush by Law Cornell, and a 1/2 inch angled flat brush, which will be for the mane. First of all, we're going to load up a number 6 round brush. This is a Law Cornell brush, and the white that I'm using here is a white by Fusion, which I really enjoy using. So working your way through the white, and once you've loaded it nicely, start off with the unicorn's face. So I'm going to start off with a big round circle. I'm going to fill that in. Front of his face. So I'm just going to bring out a little curve like that and do another little circle along here. And then from then, I'm going to bring a stroke coming in. And I'm going to fill that area up and make sure that these two curves are nicely joined. And with the same brush right towards the back of the unicorn's head, we're just going to do a little flick up like that, and make it a little bit thicker along the base, and just a little bit right through to the middle of the head, but not so much the middle, otherwise it'll look like a rhinoceros. So we want to keep the horn relatively close to the ear. We're going to bring our brush down and then lifting off while we twist to make it nice and pointy. And that's going to be the unicorn's horn. We're just going to do a little curve along there, and that'll be the unicorn's neck. Just going to bring his jawline just a little bit further down. Now we're just going to load up some black with our number 3 round brush. Number 3 round brushes are great for doing line work and just details, so it's a good one to use. The number 2 or number 3 is also is great. So just using the tip of our brush, we're going to outline the unicorn's face. We're going to curve this right in and then curve this out. So this is step 4, outlining, bringing it right in, flicking it up, and unicorn's ears. So I'm going to bring it a peak up and down, and then another little curve along there. The unicorn horn, it's going to be little L's, backward L's coming downward, making each step of the unicorn twists. Then outlining the other section. Now for the mane, I'd like to use the dark pink. This is a Global Colours split cake called Dublin. So we're just going to use the dark pink from Dublin, and we're going to pick up part of that lovely pale pink as well on the heel of your flat angled 1/2 inch brush. Loading that up nicely. Once that's nice and loaded, we'll make our mane. Once our angled brush is nicely loaded, I'm just going to bring it flat right at the base of the ear, and I'm going to swivel it across, bringing it right down, and then curving it out. Fill in the little gaps with the heel of the brush. And there you have the unicorn's mane. Now with that same number 3 round brush, I'm just going to do the darker bits of the mane. So just at the base of the ear, I'm going to press my number 3 round brush down, bring it over, and as it becomes thinner, I want to bring my brush off my skin just to make it a nice teardrop. If you're not too sure on how to do teardrops, please link above. There's a tutorial that I've got on doing line work and practicing line work. So at the top of the ear, we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to bring the brush down and then bring it over and up as we lift off to make that a nice pointy edge. Now I've forgotten to do his nose here, so I'm just going to do a little peak, like an upside down V for his nose. And for his eyes, we're going to do a nice curve. So we're going to start right in the middle, vertically and horizontally. So right there, and we're going to start here right with the point of the brush, bring it up and curve it around. And for the bottom, we'll do the same, but we're going to start fairly low, nice and light on the brush. Bring an eyelash down, another eyelash down, and then one right on top of this one. Now what we'll do is bring a line right down here, so slightly curved, and then we're going to do the pupil, which is right next to it. Curve, other side of the pupil to meet. And now I'm not going to fill it all in. I want to leave a section of white up the top and then a section of white down the bottom. So it looks as though he's got a sparkle in his eyes. Now to finish those dark streaks on his mane, I'm going to do exactly the same as what I did before. Another teardrop coming in, and then another one right at, just let it flow through. From that Dublin split cake, I'm just picking up the pale pink, and I'm just going to bring colour into the unicorn's eye by filling in between these two spots here. And now if you have time, you can always add some stars. Some little magical dots to go around. I'm going to highlight the manes here. You don't need to. Just going to highlight the mane. Don't need to, but it's always nice to have some highlight around colour. So there you have it, a really pretty easy unicorn design. You can puff this up with glitter or add some more stars around it. But the way it is, kids generally love it as cheek art or even on the arm. Thanks for watching. If you got something out of this, make sure that you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any face painting related questions or you need something that you need clarified, make sure you comment down below and I'll do my absolute best to share my knowledge with you in the next video. I'm on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to follow me so we don't miss each other for the next one. Until next time, happy painting.